Morning. We're starting out very warm, about 25 to 30 degrees above average. Our average morning low is 38 degrees, and we're starting out at 67 in Springfield with some southerly winds and mostly cloudy skies. We're mostly cloudy and dry out there this morning. Temperatures still trending warmer than yesterday by about 5 to 15 degrees. It's 67 in Springfield, still some lower 70s in northern Arkansas, and it's 57 degrees in Fort Leonard Wood. So we'll have another warm and breezy day out there today. A couple of more clouds and temperatures trying to make a shot at 80 degrees yet again. Then we'll have some showers and storms reigniting late in the afternoon and evening with a severe threat, especially healthy up to the north and west. All modes of severe weather will be possible, including an isolated tornado, quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, and localized flooding. So this maps out those risks. The tornado threat would be healthiest back to the north and west. So mostly dry out there today. Temperatures up to 80 degrees. Showers and storms reigniting late into the afternoon, evening, especially up to the north and west. Pretty quiet after midnight. Quiet through the first half of the day tomorrow. Then we'll still be waiting for this front. So another warm and breezy day with showers and storms redeveloping to the east as the front finally exits. That could also come with some strong and severe storms by Saturday, maybe one or two strong ones. So again, scattered showers and storms continue to reignite today with all severe storms modes possible. A lull tonight and then redevelopment to the east tomorrow could bring one or two strong storms again. It will be mostly sunny and cooler by Sunday with temperatures in the middle 60s. Joe, Lauren.
The United States has now surpassed China in the most confirmed coronavirus cases. 85,000 people in America have this disease and more than 1,100 have died. Almost half those cases are in New York.
Home, a big spike in cases in Missouri. We are up to 500 statewide, but in the Ozarks, Greene County and Christian County only added 2 each yesterday. Arkansas is up to 335 cases. The two big demographics of the virus are actually ages 50 to 59 and 20 to 29.
New this morning, grocery stores have been increasing their deliveries daily now, but you may still have trouble finding essential items. It's likely the items you have been able to buy, you're trying to make last as long as possible. Nigel McDonald is in studio this morning to share some ways you can meal plan for your family while also saving some cash. Nigel.
Well, good morning, Joe. Dietitian Natalie Allen says cooking at home might be what your family needs to calm their nerves, relax, and reconnect as a family. Now, cooking at home, it's the old normal coming back as many of us practice social distancing. Allen says both parents and kids value sharing a meal. She says the meals can still be healthy without leaving your family strapped for cash. Allen suggests stocking up on items that can be repurposed and reintroduce yourself to some vegetables you usually walk right by.
A lot of root vegetables and just a lot of vegetables in general keep pretty well. So potatoes, sweet potatoes, pop a sweet potato in the oven. It takes a couple of hours to bake it, potentially, depending on how large the potato is, but we've got time.
Well, I asked Allen to share a few recipes she's used with her family. To view them, visit our website at ozarksfirst.com. And by the way, with all this eating, don't forget to exercise. Allen suggests creating a daily plan for just 3 meals a day with some kind of workout and a big glass of water with every meal to stay hydrated.
All right, thank you, Nigel. We'll have to check out those recipes. While the number of confirmed cases of coronavirus in Missouri keeps rising, the number of calls to report child abuse and neglect are dropping. The Department of Social Services says the drop is not normal. Social Services adds that calls to the child abuse and neglect hotline have dropped 50% since March 11th. That doesn't mean child abuse and neglect has decreased, though. Social Services says stressors like losing a job or taking a pay cut, even just being at home more, can take a toll and eventually could lead to abuse or neglect.
The numbers are going down because children aren't being seen. Kids are at home, isolated during this time, and potentially more vulnerable. And so that's really worrisome during this time that kids that might need some support from the community and from Children's Division or could be abused or neglected during this time aren't being seen by our school partners, churches, and other community partners.
We have that hotline number we can put up for you now. You can also find it on our website, ozarksfirst.com, at the bottom of this story. If you call this number, you can anonymously report suspicion of child abuse or neglect. The hotline is still open 24/7.
Around the world, French health authorities reported 365 new coronavirus deaths, taking its total to almost 1,700. The number of cases has risen over 29,000. According to the health agency, nearly 5,000 people have left the hospital, though, and have recovered. That number is also continually increasing.
South African soldiers are being deployed to enforce the country's 21-day lockdown against the coronavirus. Businesses brace for the three-week lockdown, and worried consumers stockpiled essentials as the number of confirmed coronavirus cases in the country jumped to nearly 1,000. The country has the highest number of confirmed cases in sub-Saharan Africa, and public health experts are worried that the virus could overwhelm the health system if infection rates rise steeply.
Australia has announced mandatory quarantine for all international arrivals for 2 weeks to help calm this coronavirus. Prime Minister Scott Morrison said all travelers would be isolated in hotels upon arrival when the new rules go into effect tomorrow. He also said the country's states and territories would pay for these self-isolations, and the Australian Defence Force would help enforce that measure. At least 2,800 cases of the virus have been confirmed in Australia, including 13 deaths.
Around the region, 2 people arrested and charged with first-degree murder after 2 bodies were found in a vacant home in Fort Smith, Arkansas last week. That's the home you're seeing here. 54-year-old Marion Brown and 61-year-old Mark Williams have been charged in the deaths of Terry Beal and Amanda Necht. A $500,000 bond has been set. Both suspects are scheduled to be arraigned April 1st.
And 1 man is dead after an officer-involved shooting in Pope County, Arkansas. State police say they were responding to a suicidal personal call. During the encounter, 53-year-old Glenn White was shot by a Pope County deputy. State police say he was approaching the deputy with a knife when he was shot. The family still in shock and now questioning the actions of the deputy.
Plenty of time for them to have shot him with a taser. I seen a taser come out of a holster and get aimed at him and never fired.
The prosecuting attorney will decide whether the use of deadly force by a law enforcement officer was consistent with state laws.
In some more local news, Wilson's Creek National Battlefield will continue to stay open to allow residents to come in for exercise. Entry fees to Wilson's Creek and all other National Park Service sites currently are waived. The decision is based on the stay-at-home order restrictions. Wilson's Creek law enforcement rangers and other mission essential staff will still be at the park.
As a reminder, we're starting a new segment here on Daybreak called In This Together to highlight some of the positive moments happening across the Ozarks during this tough time. And we're all working hard at the station to bring you the latest coronavirus news and data. In turn, there's a lot of good news we simply don't have time to cover. So send a photo or video with a brief explanation to In This Together at color10.com for a chance to be featured on Daybreak.
All right, thank you, Nija. In This Together is what we really got to harp on right now, right?
Yeah, love it.
Time for some quick trend and some breaking news, actually, about Boris Johnson, Prime Minister of the UK, right?
He has just announced that he has tested positive for the coronavirus just within the last few minutes here, has made that public.
That's right. He's 55 years old, and of course, he succeeded Theresa May as the Prime Minister of the UK, so something that we really need to watch out for there, right?
He said briefly from what he has mentioned so far that he has mild symptoms, he is in isolation, and he will continue to lead his country through video calls.
Okay, so we will look to how that's going, and we also need to look to our forecast with Elisa one last time here.
Yeah, another warm and breezy day out there today, giving way to some more chances for showers and thunderstorms that could be strong to severe. That will happen later on this afternoon and evening, and then again to the east by tomorrow afternoon. Finally dry on Sunday with sunshine and temperatures in the middle 60s.
All right, thanks for starting off your weekend with us. Hope you guys have maybe, I don't know, some fun at-home plans this weekend.
Exactly. Enjoy it, everyone. We'll see you back here Monday.